Hello and welcome to another Fleet Ops audio commentary brought to you today by ClintSat with special guest commentator Boggs. We are going to start our second installment of the Pro Tips series, Romulan versus Federation. So take it away, Boggs.
Hello everybody. I'm going to be doing another one of the Pro Tips today because everyone seemed to appreciate having a little extra insight into how some of the more experienced players go about playing their game. So today I'm gonna be playing Romulan against Primigenia. I want to thank Primigenia ahead of time for taking the time to kind of be a guinea pig with us. We're just gonna have a fun match. We're not gonna do anything totally out of the ordinary, and Primi's gonna put up his best Fed against my Helev Romulan. Now I picked Helev because right now, because there are some passive problems with patch 3.15, Majoral tends to, I feel, Majoral tends not to fare too well against Federation, as her poor Shrikes just don't measure up to Intrepids like they could. So we're going to go Helev, and, excuse me, we're going to play a pretty standard game. Now, I really like Romulans, mainly because they are the best cloakers in the game, and boy, can you do some really awesome raiding. And that's what I'm going to be going for today. And let's see here. So some of the first things I'm doing, I'm starting off with a pretty standard star yard and mining station setup.
Now, why do you have that star yard up there? That's a long ways away from your star base.
I know. I put my star yard up by my Tritanium moon because, frankly, on Duel 1.2, what I've found after playing a few games is that oftentimes your Tritanium moon is what ends up being the most vulnerable because it is closer to your opponents than your Dime Moon. So I'm going to put my Star Yard right above it so that my ships, my miners, which are really weak, Romulans have the weakest miners in the game, can scurry up and get themselves repairing really quickly. Now, I've also put my Scout up into Prim's base so I can see what he's building. He's doing a standard Fed engineering first with a chassis level 1 and a Star Yard, which means he's probably, as soon as that chassis is done, going to be putting up Monsoons or Intrepids. I'm going to go ahead and take my first available builder now up to my expansion. I got a Rien out now, which is great. That's the first Rien. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my build order here real quick. For the most part, especially in this patch, in 3.15, Riens are generally not a very good idea against Federation because as Clint will most definitely agree, the Federation have Monsoons, which Primi is actually queuing up an enormous load of right now, that the Riens do almost no damage to them, and it's just tragic watching. They just get their butts kicked. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to queue up just a couple Riens, and then I'm going to move to Griffins, because Helev has these nice strong Griffins that will work really well against the Monsoons, which don't have the defensive passive against medium range like the Intrepids do. So what I get to do, because I'm Romulan, and this is really important, is I get to decide where and when battles happen. I have an awesome cloak. I have ships that almost all of them have pretty good defensive passives or defensive abilities, like phase plates, or the Lavals have a little bit of lag here. The Lavals have auto repair if you can research it. They really, really do work well at keeping themselves alive, and that's a really important factor for both Romulans and Klingons, as they just can't put out the ship numbers that Federation or Dominion can. So it's important for me to watch what my opponent is building and decide what I'm going to field against them as a result. Important for any race, but very important for Romulans. No question about it.
A lot of people put up a shipyard at their expansion first. Looks like you're not doing that. Why would you not put that shipyard up there?
Good question, because I'm a Romulan, and Romulans have expensive shipyards and expensive ships. So while some races like Klingons or Federation can put up a yard, a kind of proxy yard or a expansion yard at their expansion, Romulans in general cannot. They just don't have the resources to constantly be making ships while out of 2 yards like that, at least not in the very beginning. That's a big problem for Romulans because a place to repair at your expansion is a big deal, and it's very, very important to have. I'm going to go ahead and harass Primy right now. I'm going to harass this Tritanium because he does not have enough ships to really stop me. You know, he's got a monsoon there, and the monsoon's going to drive me away, and I sure as hell can't kill that monsoon. But on the other hand, the monsoon's not going to kill my Riens either. The reason I'm doing this is because I just want to put some pressure and get his miners away. I can't kill that miner because it's running away, and it's going to get within range of the starbase soon. But I can force his miners to go back and repair, during which time they're no longer actually mining. I'm going to wait for this guy. As soon as this guy is damaged enough where Primy turns him around, like that, I'm going to focus on a different one and try and get that one to go away. Now this Rien is starting to take some damage. It's starting to get down there. I don't want it to get stolen, so as soon as its shields go down, I'm going to cloak it, and I'm going to run away. The other one's going to keep firing, just because I want that miner to have to go back and repair. And see that? I haven't killed anything, but I haven't lost anything either, and Primy's Tritanium miners are not mining Tritanium, and that's very important. Sorry, I'm going to take a moment here to just kind of recap on what I'm doing in my own base. I've got a Griffin out. So there goes Primy's miner. It's not finished. It's not full of Tritanium, so it's leaving and it's going to go repair. I see another monsoon coming out, so I'm going to get this Rien the heck out of dodge. I'm going to make sure that my expansion is nice and running real nice, which it is. And I realize I've got 2 Griffins. That's fantastic, because Griffins are great. But Griffins, you know, I'm going to actually keep building Griffins until they don't work anymore. He's still building monsoons, and Griffins will beat monsoons. So I'm going to go ahead and keep building Griffins for the moment. The Riens cannot and will not do anything to monsoons. They just won't. So I'm going to effectively not put those Riens into combat yet until I get phase plates, which I'm going to go ahead and research right now. Now, the reason why I'm going to research phase plates is because the Riens are the lowest value thing I have, lowest defensive value ship I have, and that means the monsoons will target it first. And if it has phase plates activated, they will be doing almost no damage to it, which kicks ass. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and attack Primy's expansion here. He's got a platform, and I'm going to go ahead and attack that platform. Hopefully he will upgrade it. I'm hoping that he upgrades this to a phaser platform. Oh, but it doesn't look like he's gonna. Haha. Okay, so he did not upgrade this to a phaser platform, which means I'm gonna kill it. That's great. If he had upgraded it, no problem. I would, if he had upgraded it, I would have effectively forced him to spend almost 500 dilithium. Now, because of my scout, I can see that he's coming over with some monsoons now, and I don't really want to fight 3 monsoons. I probably could. I don't want to, because I'm the sneaky Romulans, and I don't want to fight yet. So I'm going to get the hell out of here before he shows up. It's a little laggy, I apologize. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but there. I got a platform kill, I got a miner kill, and his monsoons are out of position now. His monsoons are no longer guarding his main base, but he does have 4, and that's a big deal.
We're going to take a short commercial break, folks.
Right.
And we're back.
Alrighty. And we're back.
So you got 1 yard, and you just keep producing those Griffins, and you haven't really expanded much on your Tritanium. Why would that be?
Well, at the moment, I don't need too much Tritanium. I'm not really researching any special abilities, and I'm not researching any specials really, and I'm not all that hurting on Tri. So, at the moment, it's not my most crucial thing. I'm actually setting up another star yard over at my expansion so that I have a little bit of I've got a little bit more protection there just in case I need it. I can quickly repair ships and they have a shorter repair time. Now see, Primy did something that's really smart for Feds. He put up a phaser platform on the inside of his Tri-Moon. Oh dear. Oh dear, he caught my scout. Caught my scout, but I have Cloaked Rien's there, and I'm going to take it back. Okay, so what Primy just did was really smart. He stole my scout. He doesn't realize that I have cloaked ships there. Anyway, sorry, it is getting a little confusing. He was really smart. He used a sensor ping, and he took my scout, little bastard. But I took it back because I had cloaked ships that could beam while cloaked, and I'm gonna send it back and be a little more careful this time, not be such a ninny. Let's see there. I'm watching his monsoons. As Romulans, again, you really need to make sure that when you're fighting under your terms. So notice how I'm only attacking when I know that really I have an advantage. I'm going to attack these silly miners here. Primy is coming, and that's not good for me, but I'm not too concerned that these monsoons can beat 4 Griffins. Frankly, I'm pretty confident that I can actually beat his monsoons. I might lose this Griffin. Cloak! Cloak, you son of a bitch!
I think it's going down.
I think it's toast as well.
And
yep,
weapons.
It's gone. A little bit of missed micro on my part. These things happen. We're all human, but frankly, I think I'm going to do more damage to him overall than he's going to do to me. Oh no! He's got, I hear the tall tale signs of a Mason phaser platform, and that's not good. It means that my Rien just got its ass kicked. Yep. Alright, so I may be a little outmatched here. No problem. I'm going to go ahead and... This is what happens, you know, these things happen. So I'm going to go ahead and transition up. I'm going to make a Tal Shiar facility, and I'm going to go ahead and move into Generics. The reason why I'm going to do this... Oops. No. Go on, guys. Go home. The reason why I'm going to do this is because Generics are really overall strong ships. They're good baseline ships, and they're cheap. And for Romulans, that's really unusual. They don't have cheap ships. So I want some Generic Spectres to absorb the damage that I know Primy's going to get in torpedoes later. At the moment, he's only got phaser firepower, simply because he's only using monsoons, but I figure pretty soon here he's going to go ahead and get himself some Intrepids or some Akiras. I'm also going to research Sensor Jammer now. I could have done that a little while ago, but I was busy.